Hello art friends, welcome back. It is Lady Draws a Lot and I am an illustrator, a comic book artist, and I'm here today for another unboxing, using, and review of Sketchbox. If this is the first time you're joining me, welcome. Hello, thank you for clicking on this video. What I like to do with these subscription boxes is open them up, see what's in there, and then create art with whatever happens to be inside, and then give you a little review about the products in there and tell you if I thought they were worth your time, basically. So these boxes and this review of these boxes that I do is just off the cuff and very honest. And though I have two, count them, two art degrees.
Because this isn't a real school.
Wait, huh?
Congratulations. Or should I say congratulations? You've all wasted the last 4 years of your life.
I am not an expert on every art supply in the world, so every now and then I'll, get a supply in one of these boxes that I'm not too familiar with, and I could use it improperly and then give it a bad review when really that was my fault, user error. Try to give me a little grace if this happens. You're welcome to let me know in the comments what I could do to make my experience with that item better, and that'd be great, because then I get to learn about it too and get more use out of it rather than just outright dislike the item. So it would be great. So without further ado, let's just see what this has in store for us. It's not that heavy. It does have a little heft, but these boxes do carry a surface in them too, like a pad of paper. This is the Sketchbox Premium. So let's see what we got here. Paint of some sort, potentially. There's kind of a little thudding going on in there that I'll be interested to see what that is. It's potentially like in a bottle of ink, maybe. Yeah, okay, there's my guess, ink and paper. But you know what? Maybe not, because October is right around the corner. Can you believe it? Seriously? I love October. It is my favorite. It being right around the corner is my happy place. Bring on the pumpkin spice. But in October, I am guessing that both Art Snacks and Sketchbox are gonna do ink, because of Inktober being a pretty well-known thing in the art community. It's a good time to send boxes of ink to those of us who draw things. So, yeah, with that said, I'm gonna go with paint of some sort. We'll see what kind, or if it's not paint at all, it can be something else. I'm rambling at this point, so why don't we just open it up and see, right? Right, okay. Without further ado, folks, let's get creative! this Sketchbox here. Let's start with this paper here. This is the Rembrandt cold press watercolor paper pad. This is 4x6 in size, white, 10 sheets. And this is 100% cotton watercolor paper that will absorb a wet medium and take it very well, it says. And it's got a fine texture to it, which means it's great for detail. So this is exactly the type of watercolor paper I love. So I'm excited to use that. All right, now we've got the Sketchbox Signature Flat Shader Brush. This brush offers clean lines and geometric marks. Use a light hand and plenty of water to create smooth transitions. All right, and then the star of the show here are these Kuretake Graphite pans. These are a brand new product, it says, and Sketchbox worked with Kuretake to develop these. I love Kuretake products. I have not come across one that has disappointed me yet, so I am really excited to try these out. And these are tinted graphite and comes with violet, green, red, brown, and yellow. They're gonna have some nice subtle color to them, so that's really exciting to try out. All right, then we've got here the Sakura Micron brush pen in dark gray. I have used these Micron brush pens before. I've used them in black. I do enjoy them, so now we've got a gray one here. Try that out. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Art Graf water soluble graphite set. So we've got 2B or not 2B.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
And 6B. Sorry guys, when they set them up like that, I just gotta knock them down. I just gotta do it. All right, so these are water soluble and will go very well with these graphite pans. So, all right guys, now we've got our supplies. Let's get to work. Okay, so here is where I landed with my Batman sketch. I thought the colors were really great for a kind of dark Batman vibe, and I just watched the movie, so the whole color scheme was like, this looks like Batman, so I ran with it. So there that is. Let's, while we're here, talk about this paper. This is the Rembrandt cold press watercolor paper pad. This is a nice surface to work on. I really like watercolor paper that's pretty smooth, and this definitely did the job. It took the watercolor really well and wasn't too textured, so I was still able to get any detail that I wanted to get in there. So this is a nice paper. It also didn't wrinkle up, and I did use, you know, quite a good amount of water on there too. So a nice paper to get. It says the retail price is $12.95. I don't think that's bad for that paper. I think that's a great watercolor paper. All right, so here are the Kuretake Graphite pans. These were great. So, you know, I wasn't sure what the color scheme on these was going to end up to be, but this really subtle color that comes out, it can be very thick, it can be very washy if you want it to be. You can mix the colors to make a different tone if you need to. This is a really neat set. It really does act like watercolor. So it being graphite is, I think, more of a nice fact than anything. They really just act like watercolor, but I did like the color scheme here. I thought this was really nice and they performed well. So Sketchbox says this retails for $16.65 for the set. I'm not sure if this is a set that's exclusive to Sketchbox at the moment. The card just says it's brand new, so it just might be a new product, but very nice, very nice. All right, and then let's talk about these Art Graf water-soluble graphite set. These are pretty cool. So these act just like regular graphite, really. You've got a light gray and then a darker gray tone that almost would almost lean into a black once you wet it with some water, but not quite, still a dark gray. These are really cool. Fun to have this sort of pencil that can act like a watercolor pencil. Really, they're kind of just gray watercolor pencils, if you will. Sketchbox says they retail for $5.56 for a set of 2. I think that's fine. I would buy these at that price, and I'm sure if you check around on the web, you can probably even find them at a lower price. So check around, see what you find. All right, then we've got the Sakura Micron brush pen in dark gray. This is a nice brush pen. This is probably one of the better disposable brush pens that I've used. I've never used a gray before. I've always gotten the black ones, but it was nice to try a different tone, and it works well, gets fine detail well, and it retails for $3.13 according to Sketchbox, and I think that's well worth that price. This is a good performing brush pen for fine detail work, and really nice. And then I think last on our list here is this Sketchbox Signature Flat Shader Brush. So this brush is a size 4, and it performed well. It got nice fine detail with the corner edge there, and then was able to get more geometric lines in there if I needed it, and it just, whoop, no complaints with this. Sketchbox says it retails for $9, and that's a fine price. I assume it will hold up well. The Sketchbox brushes that I've gotten in the past have all done me well and have held up just fine, so I think that's a fine price for a good brush that should last you a while. All right, folks, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, just give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you won't miss any of this creativity going on here. I thank you so much again for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.